Mr. John Latham from Barry. 4 3-minute rounds.
You know, expect from you both, you will be in instructions at all times. When I take a break, you both break clean, defend yourselves at all times, and then best luck to you both. Touch gloves, lads. Well done.
Well, first fight of the night, Cam Shaw and Ricky Leach. Shaw's third fight, only turned professional in July, so he's nice and busy. His third fight already.
Good busy amateur, good amateur career as well. I think under Billy Wilson at York. You know, well schooled, been in with quite a few of the top kids in the country, so he's got his academy in there, if you like.
Yeah, there's no better time to turn pro at the moment either, as the opportunities everywhere.
Absolutely.
Talking of busy, Ricky Leach, one of those guys who saves the shows, you know, unsung hero of the circuit, fights pretty much every week, been in there with a who's who of people, rarely gets stopped, so it's a good little learning fight this for Cam.
I'd be looking to ask him a few questions, won't he? So I'm looking down his CV there as a professional boxer and seeing the likes of David Seymour and his credentials, Lee Clayton, of course. Recently fought Craig Darvish, who was topping the bill tonight.
He did. Chris Bourke as well, very good fighter down in London. Seems to be stopping everyone. So yeah, mixing some good company, Ricky Leach. Nice busy start
Good
from
stuff.
Cam Shaw. Took a little just left his feet there, didn't he? Got a little left up.
Just sat in front of him, just got over keen, just sitting in the well a little bit too long there. But the way he's switching that attack from head to body is absolutely superb. His shot variation's good.
Yeah, it's something a lot of young pros neglect, isn't it? Maybe go head hunting, but quickly realise that the way to the head can be the body, can't it?
This is it. He's got an excellent corner. I mean, looking at Glenn Banks there, his manager's looking, obviously helping him in the corner, and you know, Billy Dawson, very technical trainer, good head on him. But as you say, Ricky will have seen all that before, and whatever Cam's going to bring to tonight, he's probably already been through the will with. So it'll be interesting to see if he can keep this up for 4 rounds. It's good work, good start.
It is, yeah. He's going to the body with left and right. You know, he's not favouring one side, is he? He's keeping Ricky guessing all the time. Plenty of variety so far. Ricky's just seems to have found a little opening for that left hook though, doesn't he? Just to keep Cam honest.
Just sitting there, just straight low of that belt. Yeah, he is. He's looking for that timing of that shot, where Cam just needs to be cautious, and I'm sure his corner will alert him to that at the break. You can see the reddening coming up around the ribs of Leach where those shots are coming through.
Always important, isn't it, to when you're taking on these opponents, don't like calling them journeymen really, but these opponents, you've got to make them realise they're in for a hard night straight away. You know, if they think they're in for a good night, they will mess you about, and it can become a scruffy, frustrating kind of night, can't it?
They'll definitely come for it. You know, we used to say, you know, a lot, working a few corners myself, obviously in my time, and you're saying to the kid, you know, if you give them the room and build on that confidence, then you're going to get in for a hard night, because there's nothing better than a win on the road away from home. When you know, you look at one lad that's topping the bill tonight. He's a typical example of that, a kid that's supposed to be on the road, but look at where he's at. He's defending his English belt tonight. You know, and people said, well, the way he started out, he was a well, I don't like to use the word either, journeyman, you know.
Entertaining man there, Cam Shaw. Certainly lets his hands go, likes to work in range, doesn't he? And certainly good to watch. Yeah, I was talking about Craig Darvish, obviously, and look at Ben Fields, who's been starring on VIP shows. He's got an English title eliminator.
This is it.
Much the same.
Just torn the script up. You know, just because we're on the road doesn't mean to say that we can't compete. And, you know, they're definitely getting across there and getting them wins and getting them into the places where people wouldn't have written them.
When Cam was fighting as an amateur, mate, was it a given that he'd go pro? Did people think he'd make a good pro straight from the start?
To be fair, I saw him about 6-7 years ago, and started following him from then, right through from Haringey and onwards. And he's always had that hardness, that toughness you need in this game. The way he sets his feet and throws them shots. You know, he's still young. He's still got a bit of filling out to do. He's still got that little bit of maturity to come. I think we're only just scratching the surface with Cam at the moment. But yeah, to answer your question, definitely.
You can see that he has got that toughness, because he did stay in front a little bit too long. Clearly not worried about what's coming back his way. You know, more than happy to maybe take a couple to get his own stuff off.
That's it.
Clearly confident in his own ability to take things.
Just hesitates when he goes into that body. He just drops that right hand, and it's a key opener for that hook coming across from Leach, as he warned him in the first round.
Little bit of a change of tack here from Ricky. He just seems to be waiting a little bit more right on the back foot and just trying to keep the shorter Shaw just at arm's length, isn't he?
Just this is it. I think he's maybe looking for that counter as he's coming through, covering up quite well.
Oh, beautiful.
Just a little smirk to Cam there from Leach, just saying, come on.
I like the little shoulder bump to change the angle he uses. It's nice, isn't it?
It's maturity coming through. You know, them little things you pick up and learn.
Straying a little bit low again, definitely targeting the body. I don't think it was dangerously low, but it was just below the belt line, wasn't it?
Just right on the borderline again. You see Leach is professional, he's just getting on with it again. He's happy just to crack on and not causing him too much problem, but strays much lower as they begin to tire. You might hear the bell ring a bit earlier.
Leach just deciding to give Shaw a little bit to think about, not giving it all his own way.
Yeah, I just thought Shaw cut through there with a nice little shot there, just sprung him into action, looking for a response. You just wonder how the body shots are starting to... His time out again, you know, he might take a point off here.
Yeah, he could do. No, next time he's going to get... That's his final... That's his third and final warning. I thought that quite a bit of experience from Leach there. I thought he bought himself a couple of seconds. I don't think it was any lower than anything else that's gone in.
No, and if you're looking again around the marking, around the areas of Leach, you can see where the shots are landing.
It's important though that Shaw doesn't get put off, because the bodywork's been creating openings. He can't get put off from firing low just because he's had a warning, can he? He's just got to improve his accuracy a little bit.
Just as the referee intervened there and stopped it, I was about to say that how much of this bodywork is going to pay off in, you know, the latter part. I mean, it's only a 4-rounder, but still makes that 4th round a very, very difficult round when, you know, your midsection, you're in pain, you saw it, but he's in great condition, is Leach. He's absorbing what Shaw's got to go through, and it's a fantastic variety of punches, and his work rate's been superb.
Yes, it's
just
good.
Got caught again.
Sometimes these 4-rounders can turn into a bit of a procession. Leach digging back to a body himself there.
Yeah.
But no, Cam's kept this interesting, hasn't he? Lots of variety, lots of action.
Watching Chicago versus Carolina live, end of the first period. Just stop commercial. Then you can hear it. Can you hear it? Oh, yeah, that's about
it. 2 rounds down, 2 rounds to Cam Shaw. Pretty impressive so far.
Just needs to maintain that pace now, and you know that discipline. You know, he's obviously on thin ice a little bit, if you like, with that point deduction. So he needs to sort of like now start thinking about his boxing, and rather than getting too involved. And as you say, how will that affect his body work? That'll be interesting in this next round, because it'll be in the back of his mind. Perfect
lessons to learn, aren't they, though, at this stage? You know, at some point later on down his career, hopefully he'll be competing for titles. He could well be in a similar situation where he's got warnings, but the key to victory is to go to a body. So learning these little nuances of professional boxing at this stage, it's crucial, isn't it?
Exactly, and you get nothing better than being in there and applying it, and you can learn as much as you like in the gym and on the pads and on the bags, but when you've got that live opponent and you realise that you're just slightly off on certain shots and then having to adjust.
Leach is doing well with that left hook.
It's just, he fancies a little bit more, doesn't he? Just seems to just putting it on him a little bit.
He landed very early in the first round, and although he's been on the receiving end, he has come over the top of that body shot with his own left hook a couple of times. Trying to feint Leach out with his feet there, Shaw. Some nice little movement.
And that's what he needs to do. He just needs to keep that movement, keep the boxing going, you know, settle into that. It looks unlikely that he's going to force a stoppage here, so, you know, he just needs to think about his boxing again. Another shot that's straight low.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a point deduction here from Cam Shaw. That one was the lowest of a lot, I think.
I think Cam realised that as soon as the shot left. Again, it's not intentional, it's just inexperience.
Yeah, point deduction there. John Latham gave him a third and final warning in the second, and true to his word there, takes a point.
This is it, yeah.
It can be a crucial thing that in such a short fight, can it? But Cam got off to a quick start, stamped his authority on the fight, and he's already a couple of rounds up. So
it's how he carries on. We're in round 3 now, aren't we? So he just needs to be able to not let them shots drain now. He needs to box. Just box and move. As I said, he's not going to force a stoppage. In fact, Leach fancies it. He's coming forward, is Ricky, a bit more into this. And just let them hands go as he is there. That's nice. And keep his feet going as well. The crowd are enjoying that as well.
Yeah, straight shots, perfect there, weren't they? It's beautiful to watch.
And again,
constantly changing the angle.
It's textbook boxing. This is what he needs to be doing now. He's almost aborted the body work and thinking, right, come on, let's just get on our toes, let's start boxing. Not to undermine the work he's done so far, because I think he's been quite impressive right up to this point.
Nice
that's
right
backhand, yeah.
That's his best shot of the fight, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's the first time I've seen Leach really react to something there.
Just grimaced a little bit as he took it. He comes and he puts a good honest shift into Ricky Leach. He doesn't stand there and absorb. He comes and has a go and competes.
Seems to be a bit of a new breed of opponent at the moment who are coming to have a bit more of a go. Yeah, we spent years watching, God bless them, people like Christian Lay and Sid Razak who didn't throw a shot. You know, it was hitting arms, wasn't it, for 4 rounds? But there does seem to be a bit of a change where guys are making things more exciting and are coming to win a little bit more.
Good again. There's that hook. They just want enough sting in the shot. It was almost like a lazy hook come over the top, but it still landed flash. But yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a new breed. It's almost like, you know, the prospects, if you want to call them that, you know, don't like getting hit back, and these guys that are coming out week in, week out, they like to put that on and test that nice and early. Whereas Ricky's happy to apply this all night long. He looks like he's enjoying himself in there.
Yeah, it's a good round. It's been a good fight to watch.
It's been a really entertaining curtain raiser for this show. And I say, in a spectacular venue, I think it's starting to fill out quite nice as well. Should be for a good night tonight.
Yeah, I think we're expecting around 12 or 1,300 people in here today. Potential for this venue to really grow. You know, I think it could probably go to 3 or 4 times this size. So fingers crossed. The ticket sellers do well, the exciting fighters continue to excite, and we can be back here.
Well, looking down the card, you've got some cracking names in there that can potentially shift tickets. Louis Sylvester and Conor Coggill. I mean, he's a ticket machine at the moment. Sonny Taylor, you know, even obviously you're top of the bill there with Derbyshire and Braithwaite. I mean, you imagine that has been 2 full Hull lads, if you like, that are maybe challenging for a British title in here. Being absolutely amazing.
Just on for the 4th and final round here. Point deduction might have made things a little bit more interesting if Ricky Leach really fancies coming out, but so far Cam Shaw's been pretty much in control. Just had to stay switched on for the entire fight.
Again, Cam just needs to remain smart now and just keep the housework right. You know, nice sharp hands down the pipe. Keep the feet going as he's doing, changing his angles. Not got careless. Again, that left hook keeps landing through.
Well, lots of lads when we turn over, they look at the things they do when they're attacking, don't they? You know, they like their friends to see the highlight reels and stuff like that. But most important lesson I can see for Cam Shaw tonight is that right hand positioning. Get that right hand positioning sorted, because the left hook has landed from Ricky. It
does, yeah. He just seems to just drift it just around below his chin when he's throwing that lead hand and coming through, and he's making that move. It's just drifting that backhand out, which is opening up that path for that left hook from Leach. So, and Leach, to be fair to his intelligence, picked that out early, didn't he?
Yeah.
Just starting to feel the pace, I think, now is Ricky. I think both lads are appreciating of the bit of the rest of it. There's been no real let-up in this shot. Is that another... Oh, my word.
Another low blow. Does he get another warning, or is it a straight point? John Latham being a little bit lenient there.
He is. He's let that go. Yeah.
I'd expect him not to throw another body shot for the rest of her.
It's just going to go straight at Barbie now.
We've got 90 seconds left, and I'd be stunned if we saw a body shot from Cam Shaw. Imagine if he threw away a win and salvaged a draw from a win.
He's got to shift his feet now. Just move. Look at Leach now coming forward. He senses this. He's going to try and draw it out of Cam. Just got caught with a lovely backhand by Leach there over the top.
He did, yeah. Came with a left hook and put the right hand behind it there, Leach.
That's a lovely left hook. That beautiful shot, that by Cam Shaw. Good success. Look at the head movement. Absolute tremendous. It's not let it bother him, has he? He's remained professional without.
Beautiful. Again, he's picked some beautiful shots, hasn't he, since Ricky's become more aggressive.
This is it, and he's making his openings, sadly, for Leach. It's making them openings for him, for Cam now to pick them shots, bring that backhand in over the top as he's done repeatedly. But he's been busy with that jab and successful. Again, that backhand coming across over the top. Just looks like the stings come out of Leach's punches now. He's given a brilliant shift, a brilliant account of himself.
Yeah, he really has. He's perfect opponent, this, for Cam Shaw tonight.
Great learning fight.
Really in his rhythm now, Cam Shaw. Final 10 seconds of the fight, and Cam's really run away with it in this last round.
He has. He's done well. Brilliant.
Good hug. They've both won a lot of respect for each other there. Cam Shaw got a real test from Ricky Leach, and Ricky Leach got a very good idea of exactly what Cam Shaw's capable of.
You know, he's had to wait for his money tonight, poor pair of them. There's no easy night for either of them there. It was you called it. You called it right at the beginning. You said it was going to be an entertaining matchup because obviously the history between the pair, but it certainly was. Lived up to that.
Yeah, Michael Pash just coming in the ring to give the official score. I think if John Latham had been a little bit stricter there with Cam Shaw, we could have a little bit of tension here as we wait to see how the deductions affected things, but I think Cam should be more than okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's edged that. Good boxing.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 4 rounds of boxing action, star referee John Latham has scored the contest 39 points to 37 points for your winner. Now undefeated in 3 professional contests from York, Cam Shaw.
Cam Shaw remains unbeaten. Really impressive fight. Enjoyable opening to his show here at the Bonus Arena in Hull. Thanks, Mike Gibbons. It was good, that, wasn't it?
Always a pleasure. Brilliant
Great
to be on VIP TV as well.
Brilliant.
See you later.
Thanks,
cheers,
mate. Mike's going to jump out. We're going to have a guest coming in and out all night. I think Andy Whittle from Boxing News is going to jump on for the next fight. Nice little opening there. Cam Shaw impressive. Fast hands, fast feet. Plenty of combination punching.